we're going to get started today with a really fun presentation on a wide number of new features, 10 new features that we have now made available to all of you guys. So firstly, how many of you here are part of Mindvalley All Access? If you are, go ahead and type a little comment about how you're using All Access and what you're studying right now. Fantastic. And I know there's also a lot of guests who are not part of All Access, but might be a student of one particular Mindvalley program. There's some really cool stuff that we're going to be sharing with you too. Awesome, guys. So let's get started. So firstly, what you're going to learn here are some really, oh wow, we're about to hit 1,000 people. This is really, really, really cool. But what you're going to learn over here are a couple of really exciting things that are happening in the Mindvalley ecosystem. I'm going to take you to a presentation and I'm going to show you secret features that we have deployed that you have access to officially today. Now, the reason we don't release these features to everyone, we don't put them up on our website, we don't release them in marketing, is because by keeping them secret and sharing them with a few thousand people, such as yourself, plus people who stumble upon them by themselves, we get to beta test, we get to learn, we get to refine these features. But I'm really excited with what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So the first thing is Mindvalley All Access is going through a major upgrade. And there are 10 new features coming your way, all to bring your learning experience to the next level. Let me give you an idea of what you can expect next. So the first thing is this. Let's talk about ease of use. So we just launched a new tool called Apple TV. And any of you here who have an Apple TV device, you can now download a Mindvalley app on your Apple TV. And if you don't own an Apple TV device, it's a really useful little black box that Apple shares. It's about $199 to $299. You attach it to your television. And what happens is that you basically get to download Apple apps onto your TV. So we officially launched our Mindvalley Apple TV app, and I want to show you what this means. I'm going to give you a quick tour of what it looks like. So basically, all your quests, you can now browse them on your television. This is the first big thing. And here's an example of Everyday Bliss. This is what it looks like. You choose the chapters directly on your TV. You can directly play the meditations on your TV screen. So that's one really convenient thing. And what's really nice about this is that you can just blast the meditation sound all across your room, because once it's connected to your TV, it's probably connected to your sound system. Now, all our new programs are available on Apple TV. So you don't need Mindvalley All Access. If you have an individual program, it's on Apple TV. And we knew this was coming. We knew we had to get ready for TV. So as early as 2 years ago, we started filming documentary style production. This, for example, is our footage from the Longevity Blueprint with Ben Greenfield. So again, you can see there is a documentary style quality to how we produce these episodes right now. So they are super easy to watch on your Apple TV, beautiful to watch, all in high definition, and I hope you guys enjoy that. And you can even, Apple TV is really fun if you are studying, for example, yoga quest, because so many people do yoga in front of their television. So now you can literally do your yoga lessons in the morning in front of your TV if you have an Apple TV device. Now, many of you may not have an Apple TV. Don't worry, Chromecast is coming soon, which means if you have, if your TV is compatible with Chromecast, you should be able to watch Mindvalley in your television. And by soon, I mean in a matter of days or a matter of weeks. In fact, if you have an Android app, check it. Chromecast may already be there. I love studying with Lisa Nichols on Apple TV because it's so fun seeing Lisa. She's so expressive on the big screen, and I hope you guys enjoy that. So Apple TV is now available to you, but that's not all. One of the new features that we just released in Apple TV is something called Binge Mode. Now, what Binge Mode means is that every chapter is unlocked. So some of you like to go through your programs day by day by day. But if you watch it on Apple TV, you can decide to go straight and finish your entire program in your time. So one of my uncles just did Super Brain in one day. He did, Super Reading. He did Super Reading in one day. I think it took him like 4 to 6 hours. And in one day, he increased his reading speed by 400%. This is a man in his late 50s. So now if you have Apple TV, you can go into binge mode and you can go straight and do this at your own pace. everything is unlocked for you. You can jump from class to class, from chapter to chapter. Now, we are going to release binge mode on the regular app, but we wanted to test it out first because there are some adverse side effects with binge mode. It might reduce completion rates because when everything is unlocked, what we do see is that people sometimes don't stick to one program. So it might affect completion rates. We don't know. We want you to tell us. So we've made binge mode available for you on Apple TV. Those of you with Apple TV can just binge watch everything you want on Mindvalley, jump from chapter to chapter, everything fully unlocked. Now, the next thing, of course, is connections. So this is getting really, really, really fun. Mindvalley has always had that really magical feeling when it comes to our events. And I want to share with you this video that my team just produced. Tell me if you can hear the sound.
The energy, the rush, the handshakes, the touch, the short hug, the long hug, the group hug, the A-Fest hug, the high fives, the eye gaze, the parties, the big stage, the dance-off, the sing-alongs, the workshops, the gatherings, the breakthroughs, the sharing, the smiling, the holding, the progress, the growing, the connection.
So if you've been to a Mindvalley event, you know how magical those events were. Every single visual you saw in that video was filmed with you guys at a Mindvalley event. It may have been Mindvalley Live in LA or Armenia. It may have been A-Fest. It may have been Mindvalley University in Tallinn or Croatia. All of those was real footage. Of course, that isn't happening right now due to COVID regulation. And we respect all the regulations that governments have put out there because we need to beat this, right? But we can create connection at a local level in some interesting ways. And that's what we're looking at doing next. So we're really excited about the release of the Mindvalley Connection app. This app has defied expectation. How many of you are on the Connection app right now? Amazing. If you aren't, you can download it right now. And if you're a member of All Access or Lifebook or Wildfit or Omvana or any Mindvalley brand, there's a network for you on the Connection app. We have close to 10,000 people in the Connection app right now. And what's really cool is that people are starting to come together in interesting ways. Now, one of the coolest things about the Connection app is the tribe directory. I'm actually going to demo some of these features to you. But now you can officially open up the Connection app and you can look for Mindvalley tribe members in your local area. So you may not be able to travel to a conference, but look, type in your local area, whether it's Tallinn, Estonia, or London, or maybe an area you're traveling to, and look for tribe members. Now, it doesn't just have to be tribe members in the local area. You can search by occupation. So I put in a random survey here, dancer, right? Is there anyone here who's a professional dancer? These are all the professional dancers in that tribe. So try searching for a designer, try searching for a scientist. You can now find tribe members based on occupation. You can see their bio, you can reach out to them. I'm gonna give you a short demo in a moment. But the next thing is really interesting. Mindvalley Live is now a thing. While our events may be shut down, we've created virtual events happening live on Zoom almost every few days. Everything you see here are events that are happening. For example, we have Stephen Brooks from the Netflix TV show Down to Earth coming on to teach you how to create a sustainable garden, how to grow your own fruits and vegetables in your garden. We have Gerard Adams, the founder of the #1 millennial website in the world, Elite Daily, teaching you how to build a business and how to make how to be self-employed, even if you're only 19 years old. We have Sahara Rose, whom Deepak Chopra called the spiritual teacher for millennials, teaching you how to find your dharma. We have Keith Ferrazzi teaching you authentic networking. And yesterday, we had Tom Chi, co-founder of Google X, come and share with the Mindvalley community his plan to reverse global warming. It turns out that global warming is something that we can absolutely beat in the next 20 years. How many of you here saw Tom Chi yesterday? And you saw the demonstration with drones that would plant trees and how we are looking at rebuilding coral reefs. Mindvalley is going to be supporting these efforts. One of the things that we have put in our vision as a company is to help make humanity net positive to nature. So this is why Tom Chi was our special guest. So you get to come and interact live with all of these amazing thinkers. And we have a ton of live calls coming up. The next big speaker coming on is going to be Gary Vaynerchuk. He's coming up on September 11. Gary was supposed to be live with us 2 days ago, but he had to cancel. He had something up with his kids. He'll be live. There'll also be live workshops. For example, Johan Orb, who's a famous actor here in Estonia, it's going to be a live breathwork experience. It's called Pyramid Breathwork. You can join live. For women, Rachel Pringle is doing something called Wild Woman Sensual Awakening, woman only. That's going to be happening on August 27th. So tons of really cool workshops. Just open up the Connection app, look at the events, RSVP to the ones you want to attend, and the Zoom link is right there for you. It's that easy, but this is where it gets better. And this is all you're seeing, everything you're seeing over here are pictures of live meetups that are happening around the world. That's Santa Monica, Copenhagen, Tallinn. All of these are live meetups. And these were all created by you guys on the Connection app. Many people don't believe that this is actually there, but yes, any of you can go and create a live meetup. And many people are also creating Zoom-based meetups. So you guys have started teaching classes. Maybe you are a breathwork teacher. Maybe you want to lead people through a guided meditation. You can get on the Connection app and directly create a virtual event on Zoom or Google Meetup or a live event. All of you have this. And there is no censoring. You can create any event you want. You can officially come and teach on the Mindvalley platform. You require permission from no one. So go ahead, create your events. And let's say you want to create an event, let's say a mastermind for CEOs. You can actually search the app for other CEOs, maybe CEOs in the same time zone, and directly reach out to them and invite them to the event. If they accept your friend request, you guys can communicate. So let's actually give you a tour and show you how this works, okay? I'm gonna pull up the app and show you what's happening. So we're now gonna share screens and you should be able to see my iPhone. What you want to do is you want to go to the Connection app. That's what it looks like, Connections by Mindvalley. And on the Connection app, you will be able to see all the people that are sending you friend requests. So these are all friend requests. Now, again, you can search by occupation. Let's type in designer. So if you're looking for a designer, you can see everyone in Mindvalley who might be a designer. Let's look at Sarah Smilnek in Southfield, United States. You can see what they are studying. Sarah or any one of you can link to your portfolio. And there you have it. You can find people around you. Now, let's say you're going to London. I'm going to be making a trip to London soon to film a masterclass. I can type in London and I can see all the Mindvalley students who are in London. I can reach out to anyone whom I find interesting. Let's say Ali, who's a software engineer, because I'm one too. I can see what Ali is studying. I can choose to reach out. So it's all there for you, and it's super easy to use. You can, there's a wall where anybody can share any insights they have. And this is where you can see all events. That's today's event that's happening right now. Now, what you're seeing here are tribe-run events. So for example, this event over here is a co-alignment meditation by Ulif Herdegan. You can click to see who Ulif is. She is in Munich, Germany, and she has decided to host this event for members of the community. So any of you, just like Ulif, can decide to create your own event on the Mindvalley system. We are all connected now, and you have access to all of Mindvalley's fellow students. So just like on a university campus, you can create your own talks, your own meetups, your own student events. You can do that here as well. And you can find events in the physical location near you as well. So for example, if I decided to create a meetup in Tallinn, there's nothing happening now, but we typically have one every 2 weeks or so, it would show right here under events near me. And then there's a chat where you can chat with anyone you want. And of course, there is the people tab where you see the people that you are connected to. And what you will see here are all the different people who are in the various networks in Mindvalley. So if you are on this app, you can browse networks. So look, I just jumped to the Lifebook network so I can see what's available to Lifebookers, what Lifebookers are talking about. If I'm part of the Lifebook network and the All Access network, I can invite All Access members and Lifebook members to my meetup. So that's how it works. It's a really interesting tool that is now available to you guys. Okay, next, new authors. So I'm really excited about some of the new authors that we've been bringing to Mindvalley. And I want to give you a clue of what we're going to be producing next. We have a range of new quests in the production pipeline. COVID did slow things down a bit because we couldn't film in the US for a while the US was locked down. But filming is back up and a lot of new quests are now going to be emerging. One of the ones that's going to be releasing really soon, this is coming out in 2 weeks, is The Energies of Love. So The Energies of Love is a quest about strengthening your relationship, no matter what type of relationship you're in, whether you are married or you have a partner. It's really about strengthening your relationship by understanding the subtle energies between two people, outside what we learn to recognize. It is the energy, I guess you could call it the energy stemming from our soul. And the teachers for Energy of Love are Donna Eden and David Feinstein. Donna and David are absolutely cute. They recreated that photo recently. That's them in 1979 and 2020, 40 years together. And they've been getting better and better as a couple every year. So you guys will all have access. Those of you who are All Access will all have access to Energies of Love. The quest will be starting this month. Next up, Integral Life with Ken Wilber. Ken Wilber is America's most cited academic. He's a guy who has changed the way I view the world. And Integral Life is designed to teach you integral theory. When you learn integral theory, the best way of explaining it is that it's like you have a secret intelligence, a new form of intelligence of analyzing the world and understanding how the world operates. You understand the political spectrum. You understand how to adjust your company culture. You understand how to exercise. You understand how to develop your mind. Ken Wilber is a genuine genius. He has an IQ of 175, and a movie is about to come out about his life. It's called Grace and Grit. I cannot wait to have Ken Wilber on Mindvalley. We are timing the release of this quest with the movie that's going to be released about him, where Mira Sorvino plays his wife. Now, another quest that we're really excited about is the Ultimate Leadership Program. And this program is with none other than Keith Ferrazzi. Keith Ferrazzi is the leadership coach for so many of America's top companies, including General Motors. And Keith was actually credited. The cultural practices that he introduced to GM were credited with helping GM avert massive job loss and rebound their company. So with this program, we wanted to create the Ultimate Leadership Program on the web. Keith put in years of research. This is a distillation of over 40 books on leadership, and this is going to be available to you this year. We finished filming it, and I cannot wait to get this program to you. I am a big fan of Keith's work because I've brought in Keith to train myself and my Mindvalley team on leadership. So this program is going to be coming out in a couple of months, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, for those of you who are paying attention, you notice that we're creating a lot of programs on entrepreneurship. We're expanding in that field. And the next program that I'm really excited to bring you is The Power of Boldness with Naveen Jain. Naveen Jain is a rock star of entrepreneurship. He is the man whose company Moon Express is successfully about to put a robot on the moon. Many of you have heard Naveen Jain speak on the Mindvalley podcast, on Mindvalley virtual stages, and you've been blown away by how he thinks. He's influenced my thinking. And his basic idea is that the bigger your vision, the easier it gets. Naveen Jain is going to be one of the newest authors coming to Mindvalley, and he's going to teach you how to expand your vision so that you create companies, you create projects that can truly change the world. This is going to be coming to Mindvalley All Access pretty soon. We finished filming the program, and it will be released this year. Next up is 10X Fitness. 10x Fitness, we just announced it today on Mindvalley Daily. 10x Fitness is the new optimized gym routine that Mindvalley has been studying for 3 years. It is now available free for all of you on All Access. The quest has been filmed. That's going to be released in about 3 months. It'll be available for purchase. But right now, if you're on All Access, you can join the live weekly calls on 10x Fitness. They happen every 10 a.m. Eastern Time, every Monday. The first call just took place last week. How was that? Anyone was on that call? Amazing. And week 2 starts this coming Monday. You do not, if you miss week 1, don't worry, the recordings are going to be available for you. Jump into week 2. You'll be able to catch up. What you learn in 10x Fitness is optimize muscle growth. You learn how to get really ripped, really muscular, if you're a woman, really lean, in basically 30 minutes a week. That's it. 30 minutes a week. Muscle growth is one of the biggest things you can do to slow down aging and to keep your energy high, your immunity high, and it's going to be available to you. Now, somebody said, really disappointed we can't do it in California right now. Don't worry, we got your back. The same guy who's teaching 10x Fitness has created a program called Home Workouts. So it's also available to you. Those of you who cannot have access to a gym, we have a home workout program available for you to jump into. But you can still join 10x Fitness because you will learn the science of working out. At the end of these 8 calls, which is about an 8-hour time investment, you will know more about optimizing your fitness than the average gym instructor. And the results will show in how you work out and how you show up in the world. And again, completely free to All Access members. So these are the next calls which are coming up. Preparation that ended this past Monday. This coming Monday, you're going to learn the Big 6 routine. This is these 6 exercises. They each take 2 minutes to do. These 6 exercises are the most optimal for full body transformation. Okay, I cannot wait to get you guys on 10x Fitness. You guys ready for more? And yes, share your before and after pics. Thank you for that suggestion, Zogra. Now, I am so excited to share this one with you. Meditation at your fingertips. Let me tell you what just happened. So Angela Hayden posted this recently. Is there a place for all the awesome meditations within the quest? Would be cool to be able to pluck from the library instead of having to comb back through each quest to find the meditation I'm looking for. And not only did Angela write this to me, but another one of you, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, telegrammed me the same idea on Monday. Well, it is now here, and I cannot wait to show you Mindvalley's new meditation feature. We have now integrated Omvana and Quest. Let me show you what has just happened. I'm going to share my screen again, going back to my iPhone. Okay, so back to my iPhone, all right? And now what you want to do this time is open up Omvana. So download the Omvana app, open up Omvana, and what do you see? If you're an All Access customer, all your quests are over here. And now what you can do, okay, some of you guys are going to flip out about this one because this is so fascinating. All your quests are now over here, and you can click, and every meditation from every quest is now here for you. Okay, so this is all the meditations from Silver Ultramind, all the meditations from Everyday Bliss. Everything is here for you, but there's more. If you have All Access, or even if you have an individual quest, you now have one place to get all your meditations, but we wanted to take it further. So let's go to this meditation from Life Visioning. Okay, now I want to show you what's going on over here. I can take this meditation from Life Visioning with Michael Beckwith. Let me play it for a moment.
I want you to be still with me now.
Okay, so you hear Michael Beckwith, but you know, this is just Michael Beckwith's voice. You get to customize this meditation to your needs. So I can take Michael Beckwith and I can combine him with Silva. So these are background beats. Okay, so let me give you an example. I want to take the Silva Theta beat and combine that with Michael Beckwith. Notice what just happened. I'm now listening to Michael Beckwith with Silva playing in the background.
I want you to
He's not speaking.
How can I radiate abundance and prosperity?
Okay, now maybe I don't want silver. Maybe I want the sound of birds.
Live with this question for a second. And live with this question as you're seeing yourself move through your daily round of activities.
Maybe I want to listen to Michael Beckwith as I'm falling asleep. So I'm going to put advanced binaural beats.
You work on assignments. You do all manner of things in the world.
So now you can't hear it, but they are advanced binaural beats playing. See, I'm making the beats louder. I'm going to make Michael's voice softer.
You have not one anxious.
How many times have you listened to a meditation and you didn't like the background sound? Now you control the background sound. So every meditation in Mindvalley is now customizable.
So find a comfortable position.
This is Shefali Sabari. And I'm going to listen to Shefali Sabari with the sound of running water.
And comfort. It doesn't matter what the actual position is, just make sure you're.
No, that makes me want to pee. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the library. You see, there's a whole library here of background sounds you can customize. So I'm going to choose the background sounds that I want to add to my kit. I'm going to take Chi Energy by Harry Massey, Qualia's Divine Spark, Alpha Beats by Silva, Urban Rain and Thunder. I'm going to save this set. Now I want to listen to Shefali with the sound of rain, Urban Rain and Thunder.
In the here and now. And then, as we did last.
And then if I like it, I save it. And now I can come back to this at any point. So this is now available for you on Omvana. Now what we're also doing on Omvana is we've created audio classes for you. So on Omvana, if you are done listening to a meditation, you can now listen to audio classes. And they are meditations in addition to Mindvalley Quest. So you can choose meditations for clarity of vision, meditations for getting fit. So Omvana is a comprehensive audio library, all available for those of you in All Access. Okay, so somebody asked, is Omvana included in All Access at no charge? We don't know yet. It may be, but the meditations that are part of your quest are all included at no charge. So if you own a quest, you can use Omvana and those meditations are completely free. You do not need Omvana Premium. This is available for you immediately as of today, okay? Now, when you download today's version of Omvana, I'm using a special version that's gonna be live in 3 days. If you download today's version of Omvana, click Library and then go to Quest Meditations, and that's where you'll see everything. So this is one of the secret features that we are most proud of. How do you guys like this feature? Give a shout out if you find this interesting. Okay, now there is more happening. So we will soon be integrating meditations with Mindvalley Home. So you'll be able to go directly and browse your Mindvalley library on Mindvalley Home. What you're seeing here is an example of Uncompromised Life. And also all our Mindvalley apps are now integrated, which means from one app, you can jump to another app instantly. If you're logged into one app, you're logged into every Mindvalley app, which means if you open up a quest and you click to play a meditation, it opens up Omvana. You won't even have to worry about one app closing and another app loading. It all happens instantaneously. Our apps are getting smarter and smarter and smarter. Now, the next thing is this: no more Facebook. Facebook has been in a bit of a trouble lately. A lot of companies, including Disney, have banned, Disney, for example, halted advertising on Facebook because they felt some of Facebook's practices were unethical. I do not trust Facebook. Look, I love Instagram. I use WhatsApp. But the problem with Facebook is it's filled with political advertising. And especially because we're going into an election season, we want people to be able to focus on learning, not be bombarded with fake news and political ads. And Facebook has done a downright horrible job of censoring fake news and false ads. This is why Disney stopped advertising with Facebook. Many other major companies stopped advertising with Facebook. So we are getting Mindvalley groups completely off Facebook. And we have launched a new platform called tribe.so. So what this means is that we now have private online communities as part of Mindvalley. Let me show you what this looks like. Okay, so I'm going to bring this up for a moment. You want to go to community.mindvalley.com. if you are on your web browser, feel free to go to community.mindvalley.com. You can see it over here behind my screen. I'm going to go to full screen mode, and I'm going to shrink myself so you can see the community. Actually, rather than shrink myself, let me just make myself slightly transparent. Okay, so these are all the communities that you have access to as part of Mindvalley All Access. Let's click on Superbrain, for example. Okay, so you can see there are 10,000 members on Superbrain, and you can use this to create a post, to ask a question, to create an article, to start a discussion. Everything is tagged by the days of Superbrain, and this is how we are replacing Facebook. So all of this is now available to you, all your communities in one place, and you can see other members. So this is Vivian Catel. She has 6,308 points because she's an ambassador and she's been helping other people. So as you help people, as you support people, you gain points. So Vivian has been really helpful in terms of bringing the tribe together, in terms of hosting Zoom calls. And this is a really great way, again, where we empower our people to help each other. Let's look at Heidi Taylor. So thank you, Heidi, for everything you've done over here. Again, 6,000 points. Heidi has been super helpful in helping other students with their questions and collaborating. All of you have access to this, community.mindvalley.com, and you can directly access this from the Mindvalley app as well. Here's an example of Everyday Bliss. Again, you can see 7,000 members. If you're part of All Access, all of this is there for you. There are useful videos like this one on how to find an accountability partner. Look at how beautiful these videos are.
This video is on accountability.
This is from Steve, one of our tribe facilitators. So Mindvalley is becoming more and more community driven, and you have access to all of these tools right now. So in addition to all of the live calls on the Connection app, we have tribe.so. That's the platform that we are using. It's now integrated with community. Let me explain the difference. The Connection app is really not designed for long form discussion. The Connection app is designed for live conversations, to get you onto Zoom calls, to get you off the app into real world meetups. It's a networking app. But when it comes to sharing notes, having a discussion, debating a topic, sharing your viewpoints, that's really useful to do on the community platform because most people are typing. This is very text heavy. So this is how you know which one to use. Quest communities are on the platform here. So you can see we just started one for Energies of Love. And if you're in All Access, and you want to just connect with other All Access members, you want to use the Connection app. So I hope the distinction makes sense to you. So let's go on to the next piece. Next, we've launched a new program called Create with Mindvalley. So recently, one of you, and forgive me, I cannot remember who it was, but someone said, I would love to help Mindvalley develop programs on entrepreneurship. I have a ton of experience in this field, and I would love to give you feedback because so many people right now need to find ways to earn income because they've lost their job. And we can't rely on companies to hire us because of mass unemployment. So one of the things we're doing with this new feature called Create with Mindvalley is that we're giving you a chance to work with our authors, give them your feedback, and help our authors create their future programs. We're really excited about this. And here's the first two sessions that are going to be happening. First, Gerard Adams, the millennial mentor, is going to be creating a program on how to start your own business. You're going to learn everything from how to get started, how to utilize online advertising, how to develop the right entrepreneurial mindset, how to develop resistance to stress, to overwhelm, to anxiety, how to innovate fast. But he's going to create this with you. So Gerard, that's him right over here, Gerard Adams, brilliant guy. When he was 25, he had a business generating 10 million a year. By the time he was 30, he employed hundreds of people, and he was the founder of Elite Daily, which he sold for tens of millions of dollars. Elite Daily had become the #1 millennial destination on the internet. So Gerard knows what he's talking about, and he's a real heart-centric entrepreneur. He's going to share with you his vision for an entrepreneurship curriculum. You give feedback. He's going to modify it based on what you want to learn. So we're really excited about this. Now, at the same time, we're going to create situations where you guys get to connect with our authors and create your own product, your own business. one of the sessions I'm most excited about is the branding workshop that's going to be happening with Jeffrey Pearlman. Jeffrey Pearlman is the CMO of Zumba. Zumba became a household brand in America. It is a massive company. In any given week before COVID, 15,000 people were taking a Zumba class. You've seen Zumba mentioned by Michelle Obama. It's been mentioned on Ellen, all because of this brand that Jeffrey created. Jeffrey, by the way, is now working on the Mindvalley brand. And I told him, look, let's not just stop with Mindvalley. Let's help all our students nail their brand. How many of you here have a product, a service, or you're a social media influencer, and you want to understand the nuances of branding? Jeffrey Pearlman himself, the CMO of Zumba, the guy who made Zumba the company it is, a household name in America, is now going to guide you through this branding workshop. It's going to be happening within the next 1 month. Jeffrey is based in Mallorca, Spain. He'll be tuning in to take you through this workshop live on Zoom. So can't wait to get this out to you. Now, special bonus. We're on to number 10. First, let me ask you a question. Before I share number 10, what was your favorite so far of all of these updates? Share your favorite update and share why it was your favorite. Connections app, new quest, Omvana, amazing. Apple TV, awesome. So I take it you're going to be a Mindvalley All Access member for life, because you can see how much we can innovate in just 5 months. Well, what you're going to see right now is that the pace of innovation, there's going to be one new feature every 2 weeks. Okay, it's just going to get better and better and better. We are determined that 12 months from now, the #1 education platform on the planet is going to be Mindvalley. And what you're going to see is as we get this technology so tight, more and more and more people are coming on it, and everything works seamlessly together. You can already see how the Omvana app and the Mindvalley app are connected. Soon the connection app and the Mindvalley app is connected. And you're going to see how that's going to start happening really, really soon. Okay, now the biggest update of all, Mindvalley Mentoring, a $200 a year program, is now completely free for all of you on All Access. So Mindvalley Mentoring is short form personal growth content. The entire mentoring library is going to be available for you in All Access. We are launching Mindvalley Mentoring version 2.0 on Monday. Do not buy it. If you're an All Access customer, it's completely free for you. Now, let me tell you what's going to be included in Mindvalley Mentoring. I'm going to have to share my screen again. Okay, so give me a sec to just get my screen sharing going. So Mindvalley Mentoring is basically, so this is the web version of it, but you'll also find it on the app. You'll find it in the channels option of the app. So quests give you deep 30-day transformations. Mindvalley Mentoring is where in 1 hour or so, you learn a remarkable idea that can transform your life. So I travel around the world and I meet these legendary thinkers. I've so far filmed these episodes in, I'm guessing, close to 20 different countries. And these episodes have changed my life. For example, the mentoring episode I did with this Somalian refugee became chapter 1 of The Buddha and the Badass. The episode I did with Steve Cotter ended up leading to the Kettlebell Quest. I did an episode on evolutionary man and woman with the late Barbara Marx Hubbard before she passed away. And some of these episodes are done 5 years ago, but they changed my life, like this one with the legendary leader, Peter Diamandis. This one is on understanding the mind of visionaries. So let me tell you what these episodes are about. I'm gonna make myself transparent for a moment so that you guys can see. So in these episodes, we go deep into understanding how a leading thinker of our era thinks.
I don't know where to begin with this man.
You can see this was filmed.
This CE training is with the Peter.
This was before I did WildFit. You can see I'm much chubbier.
One of the 50 singularity.
So Peter Diamandis is the founder of Singularity University. He started private space travel. And what you learn in this episode is how he thinks. Now, this particular episode was filmed on Skype.
What's comfortable for you right now?
But the lesson here is powerful. You're going to learn how a man who was voted as one of the top 40 most influential leaders in the world truly thinks. And then we have more recent episodes. This is by Sean Stevenson, who's an incredible biohacker. And this whole episode is about one thing. It's really about optimizing your water intake. It's 42 minutes, but it will change your life. Have you guys noticed how much water I drink? I drink a lot of water. It actually keeps you younger. It increases your metabolic rate. It's better for your skin. I started this habit because of my interview with Sean Stevenson. Now you can see how the filming quality has changed. It's gone from Skype.
Water, and it seems simple enough, but our bodies are 70% water. And when you think about it, you realize that our relationship with what we drink is probably the
So you can see we've gone to a more documentary style.
research we could put in to get started. Reverse osmosis.
So we may spend 2 or 3 hours interviewing the author, and then when we create the episode, we digest it into the most actionable pieces. But Mindvalley Mentoring transforms your life. So if you want to directly get a massive dose of transformation and you don't have time to go through a 30-day quest, check out some of these episodes. They are so amazing. This one, How to Invest Like a Buffett, is with Warren Buffett's his former daughter-in-law. This one by Patrick Grove is on the power of journaling. Patrick Grove journaled his way to multiple $100 million plus companies. We have episodes on how to optimize your nutrition with America's top doctor, Mark Hyman. So many incredible episodes. The highest rated episode in mentoring is this one, The Cure for Loneliness. This is by Radha Agrawal, the founder of Daybreakers. Again, observe how beautiful these episodes
There's this
are.
fascinating statistic in the world today, and it's this: loneliness is up 300%, and it's affecting everyone. The more hooked we get on Instagram and Facebook, the lonelier we get among people of my.
And by the way, this episode helped inspire the decision to create the Connection app. When I understood from Radha how severe loneliness was as an epidemic. So again, all of these are now available to you. You have access to all of this on your Mindvalley app. Expect this to get switched on for you next week. Another perk of being part of All Access. Now, if you're here and you're not part of All Access, I hope you got the message right now. You need to be part of All Access. Everything is open for you, including our own network. You don't just get access to all of this content. You now have access to all of these cutting edge meditations on Omvana, all of these mentoring episodes, Apple TV app, and you get to interact and meet new friends. And again, that's just now. There's a lot more stuff coming up. So you guys want to see what's coming up next? How many of you here are already part of mentoring? Now, because we love you guys so much, if you're already part of mentoring, what we're going to do is, so if you have a mentoring subscription, we're going to give you back your money. So we literally going to cancel your subscription, make it free. You're going to still have access to all your mentoring content. Your subscription is canceled. So you're not paying anything going forward as long as you're part of All Access, right? Now, some people may decide to just take mentoring and not do All Access. That may happen as well. Mentoring is about $299. I don't know what the price is going to be when we launch it next week, but All Access is definitely the biggest value. Martin said, "Stop, please. You are killing me." No, Martin. What I want to do is make sure that you're a Mindvalley member for life and that you bring in all your family, all your friends, everyone in your company. We want to be like the Apple for education. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, that's a good thing, because I'm going to show you what's going to happen next. Because I just saw someone said, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Now, how do we, so what if Mindvalley could bring in artificial intelligence, and based on everything we know about you, who you're connecting with, what content you listen to, what you meditate to, what if we knew your occupation, whether you're a designer or a CEO? What if we knew where you lived? What if we knew your life book assessment and we knew your 3 most important questions? What if we could read your life book? What if we could then apply an artificial intelligence to go through all of these ideas and customize your learning so you don't even have to worry about what to do every day? Your app will simply guide you. Your app might say, hey, Tom, we noticed that you are falling behind in these areas of life. I want you to watch this 20-minute episode. What if your app could say, Shali, we noticed that you have been feeling a little bit lonely. We found a lady called Pamela, 2 kilometers from you, who has a 63% match on your life book. Would you like an introduction? Because we predict that you guys will hit it off and become close friends. This is what we're building next. If you guys have seen Iron Man's Jarvis, the AI that guides his life, we are building that. Now, some people said, Big Brother, so creepy. No, here's the difference. We're not using this to sell you anything. We're not looking at your data. You decide what of your data is available to the algorithm so that we can connect you with other human beings. Mindvalley is going to be an ad-free platform. No one is allowed to run any advertising on Mindvalley. That is why we're anti-Facebook. No politician, no big food company, no one. But the data is used with your permission to introduce you to other human beings. What we are trying to do is help move human beings to understand that satisfaction, happiness, doesn't necessarily come from buying more stuff. It comes from learning, study, evolving yourself, and deep human connection. And you don't need to spend a dime on that. So what we're doing is we're trying to actually disrupt and slow down the regular economy, because the regular economy is unhealthy for planet Earth. And so we want an app whose task is to get you off the app into a cafe where you can serve a local business, you can meet with a friend that the app connects you to, and you can bond and connect and have a cup of coffee and enrich that local enterprise. We're not using your content to flash ads to make you buy more clothes you don't need or more shoes you don't need. If the average human being lived like the average American, we would need 4.5 planet Earths to sustain our species. That's not the future we want. And so what we are seeking to do is unite all of the human race on one global education platform and give people other ways to gain satisfaction. And that way, connection, human unity, collaboration, friendship, love, this is what we're doing with your data. Now, I'm excited to say that we've brought in a really brilliant mind. Let's see if he's here, because I want to ask him to speak a little bit about why he's joined this project here on Mindvalley. Sean, I'm about to make you live.
Awesome, great. So my name's Sean, and I had the privilege of sort of getting to know Vishen. I actually am also a Mindvalley All Access member, and I just wanted to sort of
Sean?
Yeah, so I just wanted to let you all know that I know that a lot of people are somewhat concerned about AI ML, but one of the key things that we're really trying to use and frame, and if you check out some of my videos online as well, I've met with a few leaders in emotional AI, and our objective is actually to use AI to augment humans' abilities to basically do what we previously thought was physically and cognitively limited. And so that's one of our visions behind Mindvalley, and I think that's where I'm hoping to actually bring this to you. You know, I think Vishen has really communicated very well this vision of you knowing how you want to evolve and grow yourself next. And I think that AI and ML, if used properly to augment, and if we maintain our role as sort of, you know, good shepherds of our data, and there's total transparency of how it's being used, then we can really use artificial intelligence and machine learning at Mindvalley to improve not only your experience, but actually help us become a cosmocentric society where we have 1 billion people who are able to actually ascend and transform and live in total alignment. And I also sort of just wanted to let you all know that, you know, Mindvalley, I've only been there for maybe about 2 weeks officially. I've been advising for a little longer, but if there are any engineers or machine learning research scientists out there who are in this call, this is sort of an open request to say, you know, you should really check us out. And we think that you guys could really help us, you know, succeed and develop our mission.
And one of the cool things, guys, and why I asked Sean to speak is I found Sean through you guys. I was giving I was having a talk with you guys maybe 3 months ago, and I mentioned we were looking at machine learning, and someone posted in the chat, I'm a machine learning expert, I can help. That was Sean. So Sean was a member of All Access that we brought into Mindvalley. And maybe there are other people amongst you that we'd love to bring into Mindvalley. Okay, so thank you so much, Sean. And now I want to show you guys what are some of the stuff that you can that you can expect to see. I'm going to give you a quick preview of what's coming in the future. So this is one of the things that is going to be happening next. What you're seeing over here is something called the CEO's Path. So this is where when you come into Mindvalley and you are maybe a CEO, or you're a designer, or you're a UX expert, or you're a writer, or you are a school teacher, we will automatically be able to create a custom curriculum based on what you need, how you need to grow. So for example, you can see for CEOs, they need resilience to stress, they need growing your influence, they need improving team performance. So what happens is that we are able to look at what other CEOs are learning. We put you in a mastermind group with other CEOs so you can learn from each other, and we create custom curriculums based on how you want to learn. So for example, if you're looking at resilience from stress, you no longer go through one quest, it takes you through in a neat order the relevant content from every quest and mentoring episode to make you resilient to stress. It might, if you need to improve your leadership skills, yes, you can go through Keith Ferrazzi's program, but then through machine learning, we design a custom curriculum for you. Now, this curriculum is not just designed for you based on you being a CEO. Every single person in Mindvalley is going to have their own custom curriculum. It's going to be based on your life book. It's going to be based on your assessment score. It's not good. It's going to be based on how you want to grow. And so one of the big things over here is that we want to create a custom curriculum based on how you want to express yourself into the world. Imagine being able to understand what you're putting in your life book, understand what you're putting in your journal, and then deploying the right content at the right time. For so long, education has been about a preset curriculum. We're going to create a customized curriculum to every human being on the planet based on their soul's desires of who they want to be. And we're going to use this curriculum to guide them towards not just the right learning, but the right human beings for them to connect to. Because the number one thing that creates happiness, that creates longevity, is the strength of your human connection. That's where we're going with this. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and go ahead and check out all of the new features. All of the features are there right now, or will be there in the next 1 week. And if you can do me one favor, please go to stories.mindvalley.com. If you can do it right now, go to stories.mindvalley.com and submit a story. If you enjoyed this, if you want to appreciate Mindvalley, we love your stories. We are so close to hitting 10,000 stories. Go to stories.mindvalley.com, choose all access, share your story. It'll take you 10 minutes. It'll make such a difference. We're about to announce 10,000 story pretty soon. Okay, and can't wait to see your remarkable stories. Thank you guys. Love you all.